Welcome everybody, thank you for watching another video from me, Sanitary 103. Let's jump right into the topic of discussion, that is which one is better, lifting free weights or lifting from machine assisted weights? Well, that kind of depends on your goals, and there are advantages and disadvantages for both types of weight training. Ultimately, if you're trying to pack on a decent amount of muscle and you're serious about weightlifting, you should be predominantly lifting free weights. And the reason for this is with free weights, you're pretty much doing all the work. You're having to use all those extra muscle fibers to balance the bar and to push up, let's say when you're doing a bench press. Whereas with machine assisted weights, as the name indicates assisted, you're getting help from the machine without having to balance the weight. So that's probably one of the main reasons why I prefer to do free weights predominantly, to try to pack on a lot of muscle. Now, this isn't to say that there are no advantages to machine assisted weights, because they do serve a purpose. And one of the biggest advantages of machine assisted weights is that there's a less chance for injury. When you're doing a lot of free weights, you put a lot of extra stress on your shoulders, your chest, pretty much your whole body. When you're doing a bench press and you're going all the way down, you're putting a lot of stress right here. So, if that happens and you still want to work out, you can go to a machine assisted weight, do a similar exercise and not worry about the pain. The other good thing about machine assisted weights is that it's good for beginners. If you have never lifted a weight before, haven't picked up a piece of iron, you could go to the free weight section, but there's a better chance that you might injure yourself. There are a lot of little things that people forget. You might be putting the plates on the side of the bench press, forgetting to put the clip on, and it slides off. I've seen it happen, stuff like that. You could drop a weight on you, and the other thing is you could have improper form. With machine-assisted weights, there's a less chance that you're gonna have improper form. And even if you do, it's gonna prevent you from going too crazy. If you're doing a lateral pull down, if you can't lift the weight, you're going to simply just get stuck and you're not going to injure yourself. You'll just lower the weight. Whereas with free weights, there's tons of things that you could be doing wrong. If you got two pairs of dumbbells right here, you're putting them to a side, you could be swinging your back too much. If you're doing squats, you could be, bending with your back and then using improper form, not keeping your head up, your back straight. There's just a ton of things that, free weights, can have a disadvantage if you don't know what you're doing. The other advantage of machine-assisted weights is that it's actually really good when you've hit a plateau in free weights and you can use machine-assisted weights, in particular circuit training. And I don't want to get too much into detail with circuit training, but basically it's, you shock your muscles, you go from a certain weight station to another weight station, and you don't have any rest in between. You go light reps, you go really fast, and you just move on. It's kind of like a burn set. And another advantage of weight-assisted machines is that you can do isolation exercises with them. Now, I prefer compound lifts predominantly, but when you get to a point where you want to shape your muscle and to get it more defined, isolation exercises with machine work does help. And that gets a little bit more advanced when you've been lifting longer, but that's definitely another advantage. So in conclusion, ultimately, if you want to pack on a good amount of muscle, you probably should be hitting the free weights. I do want to point out one thing, this is to the females out there. You might be saying to yourself, once again, I don't want to pack on that much muscle, so I'm going to stick with the machine-assisted weights. I would tell you that you shouldn't be thinking that way, because even if you're not showing a significant amount of muscle in the mirror, using free weights and getting on a weightlifting routine is going to definitely boost your metabolism. You may never get as big and strong as guys, because guys have more testosterone, but you definitely might get some more tone. And if you have a little bit more muscle, you're going to have a faster metabolism and your basal metabolic rate is going to increase. So for the females out there, definitely I want to see you in the weight room, okay? And I want to see you doing some machine assisted, but I want you in that free weight section. So that's about it. Once again, if you have any questions, hit me up on the PM, okay? And that's it. Take care.